Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. We've got a very interesting topic I want to discuss today. We're going to do a Chelsea fan's view for the third time because I feel like we've got to give our 2 cents about this story. Nuno, Tottenham, what in the blue hell did we witness yesterday? I thought Man United were bad. I thought Ole was on the ropes. I thought, I looked at Ole, I look at Man United, I look at the way they play. It's abysmal. I look at the way Ole makes his managerial decisions. It's abysmal. I look at how he prioritises McFred over a Pogba, for example, and it's abysmal. And I just think this could not get any worse. And then we look at Tottenham. I couldn't believe what I watched yesterday. Tottenham losing to Manchester United, and Man United in turmoil, 3-0 at home. You know, I thought Tottenham losing to Chelsea when we went over to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or as we like to call it back in the day, White Hart Lane. It's White Hart Lane, let's have it right. We went there, we won 3-0, very comfortable second half, managed to change a couple of things tactically, and boom, we pasted them left, right and centre. And I thought, well, you know, that's expected, really. Chelsea are on a different level right now compared to a Tottenham, with Nuno as manager. And I look at this and think, yeah, you know what? Tottenham maybe. No, I didn't have much on it, if I'm honest. I had loads of doubts about Tottenham appointing Nuno, and I'm going to come to that very, very shortly. But I thought maybe with a bit of time, they might get better. Maybe. Let's not come to conclusions just yet because it's still early days. Yesterday proved what I think all of us were thinking from the get-go. Tottenham do not have the minerals to do anything under Nuno whatsoever. And Nuno hasn't got the minerals to sort out this Tottenham squad. It's as simple as that. Let's have it right. From a Chelsea perspective, right? I'm looking at Tottenham now and I'm laughing because, you know, we've had our fair share of managers, yeah? Normally, it's us at the front row in terms of changing managers. Get rid of this guy, appoint that guy, get rid of that guy, appoint that guy, get rid of that guy, appoint that guy. That's normally us, yeah? And look at us with stability. We now have some sort of stability. And we're looking at Tottenham doing what we've been doing for years now. Man United are on the brink. Don't forget, Ole isn't safe just yet, although he's bought himself a little bit of time. But the fact that he and his team beat Tottenham in the way that they did, with the form that they're in, with the state that they're in, as a football club, not just a team on the pitch, as a football club, maybe you look at Ole and you think, yeah, you're not quite safe just yet. You just beat Spurs. Relax. It's not that big of a deal. And that's what it's looking like. Because this Tottenham team are a shambles. Are an absolute shambles. As I've said, I looked at Man United and I thought it could not get worse than that. That Man United team are all over the place. Tactically, mentally, physically, all sorts. They are all over the place. They don't know what they're doing, but I can't blame the players. I blame Ole because his managerial expertise for me isn't there. It's just not there to get the best out of this Man United team where on paper, I look at that and go, wow, they should be title contenders. It's clear that Ole does not know what he's doing. He went to a back three yesterday. Probably thought, let me try and beat Antonio Conte before United actually go and get Antonio Conte. Let me actually try and emulate him and see if it works, and maybe I'll keep my job. And against Tottenham, it worked. But let's face it, as I've just said, it's against Tottenham. Let's have it right with Nuno as their manager. We, especially as a Chelsea fan, I can only speak as a Chelsea fan, because we know Jose Mourinho inside out. Yeah, let's have it right. He's our greatest ever manager. He done great things for us. It ended really badly the second time. However, his course as Chelsea manager has been phenomenal. We've got the best out of him. And the only clubs that understand how we feel with Mourinho were Porto, Inter Milan, and very briefly Real Madrid before something happened over there. And I don't know what it was, but it changed the man. The thing is, we know Mourinho inside out. We knew the moment that Mourinho was sacked at Spurs and Spurs decided to go and get Nuno. I said it when Tottenham played Chelsea just beforehand. I'd done the preview for Tottenham versus Chelsea where we beat them 3-0. And I said, Nuno is Jose light. It's Jose without the media, without the titles, without the trophies, without the spotlight. It's pretty much the same. In fact, Nuno is probably worse because at least Jose has some success to rely on, some experience to rely on, some, certain attributes, expertise that he might be able to apply in order to get a result out of nowhere. he still has that capabilities. If he has the right team, he's able to get something going. Just about. Even though I know a lot of people call Jose a dinosaur. But Nuno, we saw this coming from a mile away. For any Tottenham fans that actually thought they were going to get something credible and something good with Nuno, maybe you just weren't paying attention. Maybe you just weren't paying attention. It was clear with the way that he was getting that Wolves team to play. And yes, he had one good season where he almost made European football. But you could just see that it wasn't anything for the long term. You could just see that it was very defensive. It was very reserved. It was very risk-free. And it was just a case of being able to solidify your defence. And as long as you have that, you'll be okay in trying to get the ball forward at least a little bit, because defensively you're solid. After one good season like that, it all went completely wrong and he couldn't fix it. You couldn't fix it at Wolves, and Tottenham thought, yeah, good idea. Let's appoint that guy. The guy that got sacked by Wolves. It clearly was not going to work. You could see the style that Nuno was going to bring, the style that he had at Wolves. It was very, very similar football to how Mourinho was playing at Spurs. But as I've said, at least Mourinho has something to fall back on. When he has that experience to lay back on and try and pluck something out of nowhere. At times, less than he used to, but at times he can still do it. He can still do it. Nuno can't. Simple. And yesterday was a clear example. This Man United team that are completely... Don't get it twisted. Yes, they beat Spurs 3-0. They're not out of the dust yet. They are not out of anything just yet. Yes, it might lift the mood a little bit. You watch when they go and play Manchester City. I do think Man City will probably win that game. However, you never know in a derby. You never know in a derby. But I still don't think Man United are out of the woods just yet. They beat this terrible Tottenham team that got exposed yesterday. Absolutely exposed. As I've said, when I looked at that United team, I saw horrific things. Now I look at that Tottenham team and I'm thinking, my goodness, you lot are even worse. You lot are even worse. Let's talk about Spurs. Harry Kane. What is wrong with him? What is wrong with Harry Kane? I don't understand how he's allowed himself to fall into the depths of hell in the way that he has. X was right yesterday, expressions, when he was saying you might as well just change sport, go and play cricket. He's right. He's right. And I do not want to see Gareth Southgate select Harry Kane for the next round of internationals. He doesn't deserve it. He does not deserve it. He's been playing absolutely poor. The man looks like he doesn't know how to kick a ball. You can't become that rubbish. You just can't. You've gone from so good to so crap in the space of such a short time. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You look at some of the other players in that team, the way that Ben Davies, for example, the managerial decisions that Nuno made, like taking off Lucas Moura. What are you thinking? To bring on Bergwijn, and he tried to justify himself after the game by saying, I thought I'd bring on someone that would be a little bit more direct and, would be able to get past a few players a bit easier. When Lucas Moura is the same guy that does run past about 3 or 4 men at once. Like, where's the logic? Where is the logic? It's clear as day. Tottenham, you are in a really deep situation now. Because now, after appointing Nuno in June, late June, not even early June, late June, he got appointed. He took up the job. We are now approaching the end of October. July, August, September, October. He's been in the job for 4 months. We've played 10 Premier League matches and he's on the brink of getting the sack. It's stupid. And now you look at why Tottenham are making these sort of decisions, why they are in the situation that they're in. It's clear as day that you can't even blame Nuno 100% when it comes to this sort of thing now, because the real problem at Tottenham is Daniel Levy, is Enick, and it's the people that run that football club. It's clear as day. Now, you can get a top manager in and he might be able to steer the ship a little bit and get people to forget about the problems at board level. But the truth is, if you were to get an Antonio Conte or you were to get someone else, yes, it might work for a season or two. But when it goes back down again because things just are sour between board and manager, like it probably would end up being if Antonio Conte, for example, were to become manager, then you've got to look at the people that run that football club. Tottenham have lost standard. Well, did they even have standards in the first place? That's not even a dig. I said it as a Chelsea fan, but that's not even a dig to Tottenham fans. You want to be a big club. You moved into this spaceship stadium An absolute spaceship stadium, right? I would love to have a stadium like that. Yeah, it'd be amazing. But when I look at what comes with that package of being able to have such a nice stadium, but at the expense of that, you end up destroying your football team. Nah, I'm alright. I'll keep Stamford Bridge the way it is. 42,000 people at full capacity? No problem. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have that. Keep the soul, keep that community feel, keep exactly what's working at that club right now with what's going on the pitch. The fact that we are successful, we're putting the resources into the team, we know what we're doing, we have good minds behind the team. Keep it going. Tottenham are the complete opposite. They got that new stadium simply for financial reasons. They only got it to try and partner with the NFL and to start getting external events to take place. We've got Anthony Joshua's fight that's coming up. Anthony Joshua that did fight, sorry. He's got to go over to flipping Kiev, or I don't know what he's got to do now. But he had his fight with Alexander Usyk at the Tottenham Stadium. That is the only reason why they moved into a new stadium. More seats, more events, more external sports being able to come into play and take place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it just means more money for those that are absolutely ripping the soul out of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. The truth is, the proper mistake that was made was sacking Poch. And as crazy as it sounds, because at the time it seemed like the right thing to do, sometimes the grass isn't greener on the other side, people. It's as simple as that. Sometimes it's not. And sometimes you don't know what you've lost until it's gone. It's like Arsenal. You know, if Arsenal fans, right now, you went up to them and said, look, would you take Arsene Wenger back right now if he guaranteed you top 4 like he used to back in the day? All of them would say yes, please. All of them would say yes, please. You never know what you lost until it's gone. Right? It's as simple as that. But when you make those sort of decisions, you need to have a good contingency plan in place. You need to be able to know what the hell you're doing, who you're going to bring in. Now, Jose, as far as I'm concerned, yes, results were going wrong. But if you know that you're going to sack him to go and get Nuno, why are you sacking Jose for? Why? Give him the resources and just try and let it work. Try and get something to work. But if you're going to sack him, get someone in that you know is going to be the next level. That's going to take this team to the next level. Yes, managers don't last forever. But you've got to make sure the guy you're bringing in next is going to take the team to the next level. We all knew Nuno was not that guy. This is the point I'm making here. We all knew this was going to happen. It was clear as day. Who are making these decisions at Tottenham Football Club? It's crazy. Daniel Levy? Is it Enick? What's going on? Absolute shambles. And yesterday was horrific. I haven't seen Tottenham play that bad in years. I mean years. And that goes to say, because right now, as I've said, I've talked about standards. Tottenham's standards are not very high. The highlight of Tottenham is making the Champions League final and losing it. That seems to be the one thing that I know a lot of Tottenham fans go, oh yeah, you know, that was a great time. Didn't win anything. Last time Tottenham won something, what was it? The League Cup, 2008, if I'm not mistaken. Has there been anything else after that? I don't think there has been. We're in 2021. Standards have to be lifted. And I'm not digging. I'm speaking truthfully. This is the thing that I love about what we have at Chelsea, not just in terms of the club, but even the fan base. We demand so much from this team. It's crazy. Even at the bridge, when you're hearing the standards, what you're hearing, the chants, when you're hearing the expectations from the fans for the players that walk onto the pitch, when you talk about defenders that are coming up, for example, like a Rudiger, and you have the entire ground telling him, shoot, and then he does it, there's an influence. The fans are demanding, and they do it, and it works. It works. Tottenham right now is just all over the place, absolutely all over the place. So what should they do? Realistically, look, in the short term, I think you clearly have to sack Nuno. He's out of his depth. He's absolutely out of his depth. He's not going to improve that team. Yes, it's soon. Yes, it's been 4 months. He shouldn't have got the job in the first place. That's the problem. He should not have got the job in the first place. And who should you bring in? I mean, they do say never go back. They do say don't bring in your ex. Don't go back to your ex. You know, all those sort of things. But I don't honestly see anyone out there that's better fitting for Tottenham than Poch. And I know he's at PSG at the moment, but my God, even there, he's not doing fantastic, is he? I would honestly just go all guns blazing for Poch and try and get something that worked before to happen again. But apart from that, who are you going to bring in? Conte, we know, is not going to go to Tottenham. Zidane, I doubt is going to go to Tottenham. This is the thing. Tottenham are in the mud now. They're not even an attractive option when it comes to managers that are available. So what can you possibly do? This is why I'm saying maybe Poch. Because realistically, I wouldn't go back. But for Tottenham, I'm like, who have you got? Who are the options? Ryan Mason, you want to give him another shot? I mean, honestly, it's a joke. It's a joke. Tottenham, look, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. And yesterday, what we saw was absolutely dire. Absolutely dire. To allow Man United, in the form and the way that they're playing, with an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer who doesn't know what he's doing, to come and do that to you in your backyard. Ouch. 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 Simple as that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about everything around Tottenham and the way they got decimated by Manchester United. SACKED, right, as it was labelled, meant that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer leaves with his head held high for now, because I believe he will lose his job eventually. I believe Conte will get that job. We'll see what happens. But Nuno on the brink after 4 months. Yeah, talking about stability under a manager. Doesn't seem like that exists anymore. Unless if you're Thomas Tuchel right now, because life's good for him. So we'll wait and see what happens. But thank you all so much. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you've enjoyed this. I will be doing the preview to Malmo versus Chelsea tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We travel to Scandinavia in order for us to play another Champions League game. Let's hopefully get 3 points. I expect us to do so. But that game takes place on Tuesday. Watch long match review on Tuesday. But tomorrow, match preview. So I'll see all of you then. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care. And peace.